What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager save. It is episode number 50 and welcome to a special thank you episode today where for the first time we'll have 5 games in a row as we enter the January transfer window. We've got the Red Devils at home in the Premier League, then both legs of our Carabao Cup semi-final against Aston Villa as we aim to reach the Carabao Cup final for the third time in 3 years. Preston away at Deepdale in the FA Cup third round and a big game away at the London Stadium against West Ham in the Premier League as well. So yeah, really excited for this, and I just want to start this off by saying thank you so much for the incredible support on the save. You know, I am loving this save. It is absolutely class. I really enjoy it. And, you know, I've been playing FM, as I said before, since Championship Manager 4. It was a long time ago. Football Manager and Championship Manager are one of my favourite ever video game franchises, and I still love it to this day at 30 years old. So thank you for the support and allowing me to upload these videos. I know I'm not very good at the game, I get that, but I do really enjoy playing it. And you know, recently I've been struggling a little bit with my depression and haven't been feeling very good. And I said this on Twitter a couple of weeks ago, like sometimes, you know, getting lost in a video game or a computer game is a really kind of good way to distract yourself from how you're feeling. This FM save has been just a great distraction from what's been going on in my personal life recently. So yeah, to be able to upload it for YouTube as well and try and entertain you guys every single day, it's fantastic. So yeah, thank you so much for the support. It's been fantastic and I'm absolutely loving this save and I'm so excited for today's episode. Yes, it is a special episode number 50. The transfer window has now just opened. So as we are about to play the first game of today's episode, you see we made a sign in there, a young 18-year-old fullback, Thankyou Lopez. He looks alright, young Uruguayan. Looks pretty decent there. I want to watch out for in the future with a 19 determination, 17 teamwork and 15 work rate as well. You know, I keep signing these players because they're the best sort of wonder kids I can find at the moment, as we're not like a superstar team and can poach away any youngster we want. But I'm just hoping that like 1 or 2 of them work out. That's what I'm asking for. And at the moment, a couple of them have. I mean, a few of them still feature quite regularly in our first team right now, so hopefully he'll be no different. So, heading into the first game of 5, obviously loads of fixtures coming in December and early January in English football, as we know. Right now, 2 players are down. Batterino, who played against Brighton but isn't back to full fitness yet, despite the fantastic performance on the South Coast. They'll just get a big win there. And Sujic, who of course went down after scoring a hat-trick as well. Those 2 players are down. Everyone else is fit, but I'm resting my players for this game. Manchester United first game today. We got a horrible record against Eric Ten Hag's side. I really don't see us winning this game after what's been a really poor run despite a 6-1 victory over Brighton. And I'm more focused on that Carabao Cup semi against Aston Villa and the trip to Villa Park on Tuesday night. I don't want to tire my first team out, lose the game, and then maybe need to make change for the semi-final first leg too. We've got a far better chance of reaching Wembley than we do of winning this game. So I'm going to go to a tiki-taka defensive style of play where ultimately it's just all about making sure we don't surrender possession cheaply, we don't force too many bodies forward, we sit deep, we defend close to our goal line, and we just say to the opposition, break us down or shoot from range. And if it's the latter, I trust Georgie in goal. So this is our team. Georgie is in goal. Back 5 with Smallcombe, Gomez, Kai David Sims, one of the youngsters we picked up for this season. He looks really solid himself, to be fair. Making his Bournemouth debut. Garza and Henderson at right back. Radalovic and the Chump are the DMs with Sargent on the left, Soria on the right, and Mitrovic will lead our line. On the bench, you've got Ward, Miodrag, Lopez, Forsby, Sharan, Traore, Fernandez, Delap, and Verskov as well. First of the 5 today. Expecting to lose. Anything other than that is a bonus. Come on, you cherries. Yeah, just going to try and play at a very slow tempo in this game. We'll time waste a little bit right from the very first whistle as well. And hope for the best, to be honest here, because we've got such a poor record against Manchester United. In fact, I think I'm right in saying that the team we struggled against the most in this save in the traditional top 6 is Manchester United. Eric Ten Hag's side. Have we beaten them yet? I think we beat them at Old Trafford last year 2-1, didn't we? That might have been the only one we've had against them in the save in the league. I think we've really struggled against them anyway, and this game should be no exception. Ultimately, I often say that when you're doing an RTG, you need to know where you are, and right now we are not capable of beating these teams home and away and qualifying for a Champions League place. Yeah, first chance coming, and that's fine. Bruno Fernandes fires off target from 20 yards. I'm fine with that. Let him shoot from range, guys. Let him shoot. Just stay tight defensively. We are playing slightly wider, yes, but That's because we've got a 5-man back line. So if we play any narrow, the boys will just be bumping into each other constantly. It's Gravenberch fast wide. It's fine though. It's totally fine, man. It's totally fine. Let it happen. Let them shoot from range. I trust Georgie. Halfway through the first half, exactly what we wanted. Stay tight. Don't let them come inside too many times and restrict them to long-range shooting. At the moment, so far, so good. 3 minutes to go before the break, and we hold on until half-time, still deadlocked here. Garnacho beats Jordan Henderson, comes inside, cross deflected, Fernandez taps him. Only real time of being close to our goal line, and it results in a goal. So close to hanging on to the break, still tied at 0-0 there. Garnacho gets around Henderson in for this season, and the little dink into the middle takes deflection. You could say it's a little bit unlucky, but really, when there's 3 red shirts there, and Fernandez has a tap in from 4 yards, it's not good enough. 1-0 Manchester United, and the deadlock broken. Well, it was working until that moment there. And unfortunately, the best teams, they only really need that one chance, and they've taken it as well. As that shot is easily caught. You see, the thing is, we're doing fine. It's just the one time we've been breached, that's when we've been punished. But right now, the XG is only 1 for Manchester United. And that was the goal, you know. Otherwise, it would be like 0.2 right now, probably. So at the moment, you know what? I'm fine. Like, I'm totally fine with this. Just keep them at bay. You never know. Get a set piece, get a corner. You never know. Could possibly nick a goal, nick a level, and nick a point. I mean, I'm so encouraged with how we've kept Manchester United XG very low today, despite the fact we've got a complete backup side out there. But oh, what a ball that is. And Anthony makes it too. Yuri Tielemans. That is eagle eye. What a through ball. It's all about trying to keep Manchester United out of our area and we'll be fine. Unfortunately, the 2 goals they've scored, both inside our area and both inside the 6-yard area. I think no, Anthony just outside it, but even so, what a ball by Yuri Tielemans. Splits the defence, threads the needle, 2-0, game over. We weren't going to get anything from the game anyway, but, you know, I was encouraged. You know, for the most part, we've kept the Red Devils at bay, but the 2 times they've got inside, the 2 times they've scored, that is just typical. Yeah, it's alright. It's okay. We've got Aston Villa away on Tuesday, and as Anthony crosses, Mamardashvili makes a great save, and Gomez gets it away. That is a big game for us. Really want to get to Wembley for the 3rd year in a row, and knowing we'd lose this game anyway. Slightly disappointing, yes, but even so. Well, I am slightly disappointed, but to be fair, didn't expect anything from the game anyway. Even with our first team out there, we would have lost this game. We just can't beat the Red Devils at the moment. That header goes over. The thing is, I'm quite encouraged by the fact, if you look at the XG here, we've got a total backup side out there, and Manchester United, a far better team, in far better form, with far better quality. We restricted them mostly to long-range shots. The only 2 times they scored were the 2 times they got inside the area. So, like, tactically, we did what we wanted to, for the most part. It's just the 2 times we didn't were the 2 times we got punished. Oof, I did not expect this to happen today. Martin Baturina wants to leave and join one of these 2 teams. The bids are terrible, though. Like, Bayern offering me 59 mil, but mainly over in instalments, and Dortmund offering me what? 56. He's worth more than that, in my opinion. I think he's worth 70 to 80, I would say. I had a Stormer against Brighton. I just can't sell him, man. I can't sell Batman. I'm not against letting him go. I don't think he'll ever go back to the heights he did a couple of years ago in that double winning season for us. But you saw in the last episode how important he is, man. If the bids get to around 70 to 80 mil, I'd have to say yes. But for now, I'm saying no. Oh, man. He wants to play in the Champions League. Can't see that happening here. But it's not close to the valuation. And you know, I must say, one thing I'll say about FM is that, you know, since they've changed this a little bit, the players do tend to allow you to negotiate a proper asking price. Back in the previous versions, like they're really, there we go, 88 million. That's a good asking price. We've got 88 million, I'll take it. In the old days of FM, a player like Baturina would say, I'm only worth 20 million, which is nonsense. But nowadays, they're a lot more fair when you try and negotiate an asking price. 88 million, guys. You've got that cash. You pay it, you can have him. This is the frustrating part of RTGs, when your players want to go and leave for bigger teams in bigger competitions. We lost Romero, we lost Solanke, we lost Kelly. And we might well be losing Martin, the Batman, Batterina, as well. So, heading into the second game, let's see if our decision to rest our players against Manchester United pays off or doesn't. Aston Villa away at Villa Park. Once again, Liverpool versus Arsenal is the other semi-final tie. Ward just got a virus recently, so he'll come off the bench, and Lansdale will go on. And this will be our team. So, our first team regulars, back for the game, fully fit, and let's see if this pays off. In fact, take Radulovic off because he's not fully fit. Let's bring on Henderson for the experience as well. That carrying a slight not be alright. So, this is our team. Mamadashvili in goal, back four now. Mitchell, Mia-Drag, Mosquera and Aarons. The high-energy midfield, McTominay, Urisevic and Scott are propped up alongside Batterina and Traore. And up top, our top scorer, Garan Koal. On the bench, Lansdale, Garza, Gomez, Forsby, Henderson, Soria, Delap, Sargent and Mitrovic as well. Second game of 5 today, and perhaps the biggest of the 5 as well. Aston Villa away at Villa Park. First leg, Carrick Cup semi. Come on, you cherries. Playing in sleet conditions tonight. I never see the pitch like frozen and white like in the old days with them. Maybe it's because of my graphics, I don't know. Probably is, to be fair, but even so. Still 0-0. I'd probably take a goalless draw in the first leg though. You know, that's what happened last year, if you remember. We made it through in the second leg. I wouldn't be against a draw in the first leg, taking it back to the Etihad Stadium, because we are far better at home than we are away. But a big win, that would be absolutely massive, giving us big confidence heading back to the final for the third year in a row. That's a heavy touch by Tarek Mitchell, and Michael Elise robs him, and Villa get it back for their first chance. Ryerson into Elise, has a dig, just off target, still 0-0, but I'm fine with the long shots, man, keep them coming. Yeah, drew against Southampton in the first leg last year, made it through in the second at home, and I believe the exact same thing happened against Aston Villa 2 years ago, when we went on to Wembley to win the trophy. I'm pretty sure in the first leg at Villa Park we drew and then won the second leg at home. So at the moment, I'm fine with this. I'm totally fine with this. I trust our home form, which is much better than it is away, of being a difference maker in the second leg. Still 0-0. I'll take this result. I haven't really got going in this game, though, unfortunately. And we can do it with a chance, as Garang does well to win it back there. And now Alex Scott driving over the halfway line, trying to play it through to Garang. And Villa get it clear. I do see someone nicking this, you know, but at the moment it could go either way. Aston Villa looking a slightly better team out there. Zalazar on a brilliant run, and Georgie denies him at the near post. Still 0-0. Interesting part of the game there. 32 minutes to go. Do you stick or twist? Play for the 0-0 or try and push bodies forward a little bit and go for the win? Corner. Bournemouth. Hamed Traore floats one into the middle. Pisted away to Alex Scott. Plays a 1-2 of a reception. Oh, it's a brilliant goal. Alex Scott has not scored in 4 years. And that's the goal that breaks his long drought. This guy has not scored a Premier League goal since season 1. And whilst this is in the cup, that is an absolute beauty. He's not a goal scorer. He doesn't strike them. He just passes them. But this time takes matters into his own hands. And Kanaya Boyce Clark is getting nowhere near that. The former Royal shot stopper has been dethroned by a class finish from our vice captain. And Mia-Drag heads just over. And it seems as though that decision to throw out the backup brigade against Manchester United is going to pay off with a first leg victory at Villa Park. Exactly what we are hoping for. And the man of the moment, the man of the match has just gone down with potential foot injury, hopefully not a broken one. We'll bring on Jordan Henderson for the experience there to see out the game in stoppage time. But that is a fantastic result. Exactly what we wanted. A clean sheet. We win it for a screamer. And the first leg belongs to Bournemouth. And we could double it in the 7th minute of added time. Lautaro off the bench. Soria, the young Argentine wonder kid. Very tight angle. Can't see him going for goal from this. He's taken an age to take it. Floats one to the back post. Mosquera heads on McTominay! Captain, fantastic. We don't get a replay. Does it count? Oh no, it's been disallowed. Disallowed in the 8th minute. Didn't get a replay or anything, but it's been disallowed for offside. Aston Villa have a corner. Scott heads it away, and that should surely do it. Mitrovic back to Mitchell. Where is that final whistle? Well, there it is. And there's the disallowed goal in the end. Oh, look at that. Was close. That was... Oh, it looked on to me. Those dodgy VAR lines prevented us getting a second goal and the captain's goal chalked off. 1-0 the final score, we'll take it, and the decision to rest all our players against Manchester United pays off. First leg done, keep a clean sheet at the Etihad Stadium, we're going back to Wembley. And it's a fractured toe for Alex Scott in the end. Fractured toe. What a goal! What a goal. This guy literally just does not score goals, man. Like, seriously, he hasn't scored. Season 2. Season 2 was his last goal, not Season 1. Since then, none. Absolutely none. He doesn't shoot, this guy. He just does not shoot. But this time he did, and what a screamer it was. Vice-captain Alex Scott out for 4 weeks. Big blow, that. And the first leg of the other semi-final tie at Anfield, as Liverpool play host to Arsenal, ends up as a what score? I prefer to face Arsenal, if I'm being totally honest here, because they've struggled this season quite a bit as well. So, fingers crossed. Well, they got a goal of straw there, to be fair, to the Emirates Stadium. Yeah, Arsenal this season have struggled quite a lot. They're actually below, no, just above us now in the table in 9th place, but a very similar record. Liverpool, they're top of the table and 7 clear. So, second leg of the Emirates there, goal of straw in the first one. But we still need to make it through that second leg. We're not there yet. Right, third of 3, Preston away, Deepdale, FA Cup third round. Honestly, not really fussed about this at all. We're 90 minutes away from Wembley in the Carabao Cup, so now the FA Cup takes lowest priority in the 4 competitions. If I'm going for a domestic cup, then really it's just one over the other. You know, obviously, preferably the FA Cup. If I'm that far in the Carabao Cup, then starting afresh in the FA Cup, I'm not going to care too much about it. Preston, though, good season right now. Just outside the playoffs in the Championship right now, going for a playoff place. So, yeah, tough trip to Deepdale here. Our form has been erratic lately, so we will rest our team for the game, and this will be our line. In fact, one final change, well, Delap coming onto the bench as well. You can do with some fitness, really. So, heading into the game, 4-3-3, same tactics as the win against Aston Villa, but a 10-change lineup. Mamardashvili is the only player that remains in the team, starting between the sticks. Under back four is now Smallcombe, Gomez, Garza and Henderson. Midfield trio, Forsby, the Chump and Radulovic, with the wingers now being Sargent and Lautaro Soria, who I'm still so excited about. And up top, Alexander Mitrovic will lead our line as a complete forward in this game. On the bench is Lansdale, Mosquera, Mitchell, Sharan, Batarina, Fernandes, Delaps, Verskov and Simic as well. So, third of the 5 games, Preston away, Deepdale. Honestly, with Aston Villa on Tuesday night, not too fussed here. But come on, you cherries, regardless. I don't think we're really at a stage in the save right now where we can compete for multiple honours season after season. You know, one a season, I think, is now, you know, getting to a point where it's realistic. You know, we won the Carabao Cup 2 years ago and the Conference League too. Last year we were in the Carabao Cup final again for the 2nd year in a row. And, you know, we were only a penalty shootout away from getting to the Europa League semis as well. So I think we can start competing for at least one honour a year. But I don't think multiple honours a year at this point is realistic. So if we got a chance to win one, like we certainly do in the Carabao Cup, it's Preston. Oh, I should have opened the score in there. Terrible attempt from goal. Then yeah, like let's go for it. We'll start worrying about winning multiple major honours a year when we're a Champions League side, and obviously we're not there yet. I still think we're like 2 seasons away, maybe 2 or 3 years away from being able to break into the top 4. So we'll worry about it when we get there. We're not there yet, you know. We're a European team as Soria controls and is denied from close range as well. We'll worry about it when we're there. Right now we're a European team. I think we're a Conference League or Europa League team. And when we make that final step to the Champions League, that's when I'll start saying, okay, boys, let's go for this now. Let's go for a Premier League and an FA Cup double this year, for example. We are certainly not even close to being there yet. Last thing we want is a replay. So come on, boys, let's find out winner in the second half, shall we? Very tense game thus far. Very little going on. As Josh Sargent finds Lautaro Soria. Was he onside there? I think he was. And plays it back to Sargent. Brilliant save. And Preston get it away. Still 0-0. I think in this second half here, going to up the tempo, play at a higher tempo, or much higher, even be a little more direct in our play as well. Go narrow now, be a little bit more direct, run at the defence and be more expressive in our creative freedom as well. Second half begins. Let's really go at Preston here. Try and take the game to them and show our Premier League class. I say show our Premier League class. We have got a backup side out there, to be fair. But even so. Still a very good team though, as Boxham gets in behind. Garza puts it just wide. Golden chance for the host to get in front. Still 0-0 at Deepdale. Take on the pass into space instruction now. And try and get the ball into feet instead. And I think I'm going to make a change as well. Radulovic off. And I'm going to bring on Batarina as well. I don't really want to bring him on, but I will. He's got the class, as we know, to sometimes be the difference maker. And I'll play him right through that middle on for Vladan and see if he can make the difference once again. 10 minutes to go as our B-side are holding on to send the game to a replay. But can we win it here? It's first goal off the bench. Baturina also off the bench. Sargent is through. And Josh Sargent drills it in. That's why I brought on Baturina. That moment of class that he's so capable of producing every now and then. It was phenomenal in that Brighton 6-1 victory. What a through ball into Sargent, and we get the win. Credit Jordan Henderson as well. He was late 30s, throwing himself into the tackle. Lovely quick little break, and the American needed a goal, gets a goal. Bournemouth in front. Oof, it's a bit of worry as well. Soria's gone down. I can't take him off because we've already used up all our stoppages. So I got 2 subs to use, but I can't use them because obviously we're out of stoppages now, so I just have to put Baturina on that right-hand side, and we'll try and close the game out with 10 men with 5 minutes to go. Our B team holding on for the victory that will put us through to the 4th round, but now defending a man light. Henderson, down the flank to Martin, now on that right-hand side, plays it into the middle, Tverskov loses it, and Preston going for that leveller to force a replay. Can we hold on? Great ball through by the chump. Baturina taken down. Penalty. That's why I brought him on. That is why I brought him on. And Liam Delap could surely put us through to the 4th round here. Defending with 10 men, but closing out the game. Liam Delap ensures our B team get us through to the 4th round. Dortmund, Bayern, Monaco, anyone else, it's 88 million. That's the figure. That's the fee. That's what me and Martin agreed on. If you meet that, you can take him. But until then, he stays as a Bournemouth player. He sets up the first goal. He wins the penalty for the second. He's just... I said this in the last episode, man. I'm sorry, but he can be, thankfully to bruised ankle for Soria, he can be world class if he really, finally something goes our way in terms of an installment. He can be world class if he really wants to be. He's got all the attributes, he's got all the assets, man. If he really wants to be, this guy could be one of the best in Europe. So FA Cup 4th round draw, and we'll be taking on... Is there a way to... Oh, no, there we are. Bournemouth. I was going to say I'd go straight to our team, but then you'd know who it is. We're the away team. We're not with the home team, and we've got... Fulham. Fulham, who got relegated last year. So Garang Kowal will welcome his teammates back. Fulham in the Championship. Another Championship side, but this time being at home. You know, there is a genuine chance at an obscure treble this year. In the Conference League, the Carabao Cup, and also the FA Cup as well. I mean, Carabao Cup, we're 90 minutes away from our 3rd Carabao Cup final in 3 years. Conference League, we'll be one of the favourites to win it, like we won 2 years ago. And if we get good draws in the FA Cup, second time we'll face a Championship side. Fulham, of course, one of the stronger Championship sides, but even so, I mean, you never know. You never know. An obscure treble is a possibility. Right, 4 for the 5 games today. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the episode so far. If you are, then please do consider leaving a like. You know, it's all I really ask from you guys, and I really would appreciate it. It's a nice way of knowing I'm doing a good job. And let's take on Aston Villa for the 4th game today and the 2nd leg here. All we know is that a clean sheet will see us through to the final. So stay tight defensively, and we are making it back to Wembley for the 3rd straight year in this competition. So, this is our team. Georgie arranged between the sticks. Once again, 10 changes to our outfield players. Mitchell, Stoic, Mascara and Aaron's are our back line with Tominator, Rusevich and Radovic through the middle. Baturina on the left, Traore on the right, and of course Garang, our top scorer this year, is up top again. Could do with a goal though, to be fair. On the bench you've got Ward, Garza, Gomez, Smallcombe, Forsby, Fernandes, Delap, Sargent and Mitrovic as well. Quite a top heavy bench there, but even so, it is the 4th game today, it is the 2nd leg, and a clean sheet sends us through to the final again. Come on, you cherries. We are so much better at home than we are away. And I know, ironically, the game we lost today was at home, but that was with a backup side against Manchester United, what you're expecting. For the most part, at home. In fact, we've only lost, I think, 2 times at home all season long, I think. So I feel very confident. And Garang is through for the first chance early, and Kanaya Boyce Clark denies one on one. He is, I tell you what, that pass into space instruction, I don't really like it much. But for Garang, it has to be on. He's that quick. You've got to play to his strength up top. And his strength is his pace. You've got to have it on. It's not what I want to have on. I like the ball played into feet. I like to retain possession. But for a player with the pace that Koala's got, you got to use that to his advantage. Still, good save. Still 0-0. But Villa looking for the leveller they do need on aggregate. Caduced down the right as a dig from range. And Georgie had it covered. Still 0-0. If you look at the goals that Garang has scored this year, most of them have come from through balls that he's latched onto. So that's why I'm happy to persist with it. Because at the moment it's working. And he should have scored there as well to put us 2-0 up on aggregate. As De La Fuente's header almost caught Georgie out there. I think he had it covered though. Still 0-0. Villa building here. A good spell of pressure for them, and we need to focus to try and make sure we stem this flow. Here is Kowaldo. And that's a lovely through ball to Traore. And hammered around the keeper. And Varane clears it off the line. Raphael Varane, with all the things he's won at Real Madrid, Manchester United, and now Aston Villa. Even at his age, the Carabao Cup semi-final second leg, he's still going to give his all. 34 years old Varane, soon to turn 35, turning back the clock, showing the pace, still 0-0. McTominay, great tackle on Elise there, and we get it back. Is there going to be a breakthrough before the break? What a ball by Tarek. Is Kowal on? I think he is. He's just found the bottom corner. And actually, do you know what? I think I might be disallowed, actually. Initially, I thought he was on, but actually, I think he might be off. It's gone VAR. It's disallowed. It's that pass into space instruction. I think, yeah, he was just offside. It was Traore who I was actually looking at first. And in the end, Kowal was offside. In fact, there were 3 players offside there, so take your pick. 6 minutes to go before the break. Clearance off the line. Disallowed goal through VAR. Good spell of pressure from Bournemouth. We haven't made it count. Are we now going to get punished? Conrad De La Fuente inside the area. Great tackle by Aarons. And Radulovic ground was it clear. And Baturina chases after it. Really eccentric and electric few minutes here at the Etihad Stadium. 1-2 between Scott and Baturina. And Martin's in the area. Oh! Fizz's one goal bound. Traore just couldn't get on the end of it. Really good end to the first half. This from Bournemouth. You know, we survived a mini spell of pressure from Aston Villa, and now we've hit them back with what we've got on the offensive end. Haven't broke the deadlock, but it's coming. It is coming. Scott Traore down the right. Can he beat his man? He can. Radulovic in the middle. There's McTominay! Captain Fantastic on the stroke of half-time. Doubles our lead and gives us a 2-goal cushion. Not known for scoring goals, but Scott McTominay is a big game player. A lot of his goals come in the big games, including here tonight. Radulovic offloads to the captain and leading like a skipper should. Scott says, I've got this, gang. It is 2-0 Bournemouth. Great end to that first half. There was a mini spell of pressure from Aston Villa. But once we survived that, we went at them. We deserved a goal. We've got it. And now we're 45 minutes away from Wembley. Hold on to that clean sheet. And we're going back there again. 5 minutes to go. And I think Aston Villa have given up, really. They've thrown in the towel. Sargent finds Mitrovic. The subs linking up. There's Scott and the captain says to the fans, book your ticket. We're going back to Wembley for the 3rd straight year. Leading like a captain should. Scott McTominay's brace has wrapped it up for us on the night. We're so much better at home than we are away, and it's proved once again. 1-0 at Villa Park, but 2-0 tonight. Bournemouth are back in the Carabao Cup final. You know, Sevilla are the Europa League merchants. Does that make us Carabao Cup merchants? Quite possibly, but you know what? For where we are in the save right now, I certainly wouldn't say no to 3 straight finals for Bournemouth. Very well done, boys. We're back at Wembley again for the 3rd straight year in the Carabao Cup. But this time, can we reclaim our trophy? And the second leg we played on this Wednesday night. It is 0-0 heading into the second leg at the Emirates Stadium. So let's see if Arsenal can make it through to the final. I would prefer to face Arsenal. Whoever we face will be the underdogs, don't get me wrong. But Liverpool have been dominant in the Premier League this year. So I'd be a lot more pessimistic at facing them than I would be against the Gunners. And of course, the last time we won the Carabao Cup, or the only time we won the Carabao Cup, was against North London side. But unfortunately, it will not be Arsenal. It will be Liverpool. A 3-1 victory in the second leg, and we shall take them in the final. So, 3rd straight final, but once again, we will be underdogs. It is... Well, we know who it is. It's Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final in late February. But once again, I would not be surprised to see it get rescheduled to March. Right then, 5th and final game of today's episode. Thank you so much for watching the special Thankyou episode number 50, guys. Let's hope we can wrap it up today with a big win away against West Ham, who right now occupy a place where we want to be. 5th in the table, 2 games in hand as they chase a Champions League place. We have dropped back into the bottom half of the table, so really need to win this here, and have to win if we are to go back in the top 10 to end today's episode off. We've got those couple of games in hand. We always seem to have played fewer games than anyone else, though, so it is a big game. but I won't be too disappointed if we don't win it. But West Ham away, fantastic side. It'll be a tough one here ahead of London Stadium, and we'll stay with the same team that just beat Aston Villa in midweek. So once again, it is Georgie in goal. Back four is Mitchell, Stoic, Mascara, and Aaron's in midfield trio, being McTominay, Urisevic, and Radlovic. Baturina and Traore in the wings, and Garang once again leading the line. On the bench, you've got Ward, Garza, Gomez, Small Cone, Forsby, Fernandes, Delap, Sargent, and Mitrovic as well. So it is the fifth and final one of the special Thank You episode 50. Let's wrap it up with a big win here against West Ham. Come on, you cherries. West Ham in a really good run of form right now. 5 on the trot as we take them one away in London. It's a really good team as well, to be fair. So definitely heading into the game considered underdogs of what you'd call inconsistent form, which it has been really all season long. And of course, knowing that away from home, we've been poor. You know, there's no getting away from it. Away from home this year, we have been really, really poor. We've only won, I think, twice all season long away from home. So big ask of us here to get the 3 points. Halfway through the first half, though, still 0-0, and it might not be an eventful end to the episode, but it'll be one I will take. But first highlight is finally going to fall. 25 minutes in as we have a free kick just inside our half as Max Aarons plays it to Radlovic, and his pass finds Hamid Traore. Skips around his man. There's Garang Kouar. One-on-one. Should have finished. Rulli denies him, but Garang should have added to his tally. He's been great in his debut year for us, Garang. Really, really solid. Our top scorer, as things stand, on course to have a similar record to Solanke a couple of years ago when he had that fantastic 43 goal season? I think it was, something like that. In his 40s anyway for goals. But good save by Rulli, denies him adding to the tally. And West Ham have gone in front from the corner. Kieran Dewsbury, the former Fox, puts it in, and Souček heads home from close range. We just cannot win away in the league. That is the biggest issue for us. We are not a road team. You know, as soon as we go away in the Premier League, oh wow, that should have been 2 for West Ham there. We just expect to lose, you know? Like, we just really cannot seem to get it done when we're away from the Eddie Howe Stadium. West Ham having some great chances from set pieces, but we trail by a 0-0 at the break. XG's not too much higher, but in the second half, I am going to be a little bit aggressive here. I'm going to thrash my arms around and say, you've been terrible so far, sorted out. Nothing getting going on the second half, apart from that one chance through Garang. Still down by a goal. I think we can get a point from this game, but a win, probably too much to ask for based on our away form this season. I would say our team is as good as West Ham's, personally. But, Kieran Dewsbury almost caught Mamadashvili out there. But it's just away days. I just can't stand going away. I think we could take anyone on at the Eddie Howe Stadium. As Skamaka heads in his 25th of the year as he's trying to win Erling Haaland's Golden Boot run in the Premier League. He's won it every single season since the save began. And giant Lucas Skamaka makes it too. You know, I fancy our chances against anyone at home, but away from home, we just cannot win. Free kick, West Ham, and this could get a bit embarrassing here. As Baturina flicks on and Jayden Bogle picks up. We've got to be careful here because this could get a little bit humiliating. West Ham are looking for a kill here to get them back into top 4. And as Skamaka gets a third, I think he was on there, West Ham are running rampant. This is not the way I wanted to end today's episode. Well, we might be through to the Carabao Cup finals. I'm going to empty the bench here, down 3-0. But this is proof there is still a very, very long way to go. We've made great strides going forward. You know, we're getting better and better and better. But we are still a long way off where we want to be. You know, I genuinely believe our best chance of becoming a Champions League team is by winning the Europa League. And we're not even in the Europa League this year. I really believe that. I think the Premier League has become that strong, you know, that we just can't ever seem to be good enough to be considered a top 4 team. We're not in a top 6 team yet. We're getting there, but the highest ever finish we've had is 7th for the past 2 years. We're still not, as Fernandes is through for his first goal for the club in the league, and he's got it as well. First Premier League goal for Ryan Fernandes. We're not good enough to be a top 4 or even top 5 Premier League team yet. I think the best chance we've got of making progression in the European competitions is by winning European competitions. First the Conference League, like we did to qualify for the Europa League 2 years ago, and then the Europa League when we get back in there, fingers crossed, touch wood, for either next season or the season afterwards. Premier League's just too strong. I think we're probably the favourites to win the Conference League this year, and I think we have to win it in order to be back in Europe next year. Because our away form has been absolutely atrocious, and that is how we end today's episode off. Such a poor performance there. Really poor. We just cannot win away from home. I want to end the episode off by showing you the disparity between our results at the Etihad Stadium and when we go away in the Premier League. It is just really poor. We've only won 7 times all season long in 22, but the home record is where we've won 5 of them. We've only won twice away from home this season. It's really, really disappointing. And to have any chance of being a European team for the 4th straight year in a row in the league, we've got to pick it up. 16 games to go. We've still got a game in hand or 2 games in hand on most teams, but if we can't sort our away form out, we ain't going to finish in the top 7 again. And the only way we get back in Europe is by winning the Conference League or the Carabao Cup, of course. But that wins this episode of the Football Manager Save, guys. So big thank you for watching. Hope you have enjoyed the special thank you episode number 50. And if you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. I'll return in the very next episode with games against... there's some big Premier League games here, to be fair, which we really need to pick up. I'd say at least 3 wins out of 4 there. Maybe Wolves and Arsenal, that would be a good double-header there, with both teams going for a Europa League place like we'll be doing as well. I think maybe a Wolves and Arsenal double-header. Have a great day, guys. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode of the Football Manager Save. And thank you so much for all the support and the love on 50 episodes. It's been amazing, and I'm loving it as well. Thanks for watching. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.